Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday Night Live Coin and Silver Auction with me, your host, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Hope everybody is doing well this evening. Good to see you in the nest. Figured we'd start a couple minutes early, talk a little bit, see what's happening, things like that. But I see we have the one and only Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, Johnny T, Invisible River Ranch is in the nest, Zook 5432, Wausau Game Cam, CM Silver, Jack Covert, Gilbert Rogers, KJ in Ohio, Fat Baxter is here, Silver Wishes, Michael Hargis, Roadkill 80, Coin Silver, Ty McFadden, Johnny T. KJ in Ohio. I think I said his name already, but you know what? Sometimes I forget. Brother Doug Wagner. Buy Up Gold and Silver. Aaron Foy. How y'all doing? Andrew Crowell. Doug Harding. Ronald Rockamore. Eric A. is here in the nest. Chew is here. Bart Cubbins. Good to see everybody. Hope you're having a great day. So yeah, silver and gold, my friends. Holy cow! Things have gotten to be pretty interesting with that. Who knows where it's gonna go. I've heard some interesting input and speculation of triple digit silver. Other people thinking that it's gonna fall back. Just who knows, Cool things. What's up? Wolf Tracks, Brian Jensen, Peter Bowes, Teacher 1388 is here. It's one of those things. Sorry about my voice. I've got a little bit of cold going on. Started today. Just a little bit of a head cold, hopefully. Sergeant Stacker in the nest, guys. Vincent Caparina. James Werner is here. What's up, James? Good to see Sergeant Stacker hanging out. Loved your video. Crazy times at the coin shops now. It's good to see extra considerate and friendly. Yes, it is, Wolf Tracks. It's interesting the way things have changed. And it's one thing that I didn't really talk about in the video, in the sense that, people will, what's up, Greg Chapman, will get their collection. And, I understand that people want to make money on stuff that they invested into. That's completely understandable, But when they come in day after day with 5,000 here, 3,000 there, 6,000 here, it's kind of like, where does that part stop? I don't own the coin shop myself, so it's not something that I have to worry about personally, but I do work at one, and it's interesting to see what my boss goes through. Definitely historic highs, that's for sure. Create Craft is trying to recruit Sergeant Stacker for sheet duty. So Bombay Sapphire Ultra Breaks is now partnered up with NGC. They're bringing stuff out every couple weeks. They even have a vault box kind of thing called a Quick Break. There's a lot of stuff going on. What's up, Jimmy Licari and Yak Snav? How you doing? Yeah, Wausau deals can be found. That's for sure. A Glow Wave TN Fire. Well, thanks for coming in, AG. Oh, AG Low Wave Tea and Fire. Dang, my brain is slow tonight. Harley Babe is here. AG Iowa Vet and Fire. Oh my goodness, I got it completely wrong. What's up, Great Scott? But good to see everybody. What's up, Daryl USA? Let's get the early bird started because we could talk all night and day about silver and gold. It's how it is. I mean, and here's the thing: I've always been about talking about it, even though I'm more numismatic based. You can't get away without being a part of that kind of stacking mentality if you're doing coin collecting. What's up, Wayne Lynn, Silver Slinky? Pow, Harry Tongue, how you doing? Gary S. is here. Happy Bears. Let's do the early bird giveaway since we got people strolling in and it's that time to start the show. Let me turn on the night bot. And I'm going to go get some Vicks here so I can breathe. All right. Won't be on for the next 2 Thursdays, guys. Next week is Christmas, and the week after that is New Year's. So this will be the last for a while, for a couple weeks. I'm going to miss you guys. But, too many people celebrate Christmas. Then New Year's, I've got a coin show that I got to be down in Texas for. And, yeah. But like I said, I'm going to miss you guys. But I will be back. Actually, I think it works out to 3 weeks. Holy cow. I've got some stuff in the works that I'm not sure 100%. But there might be a chance that I am gone for a little bit longer than I thought. We'll see. All right, I'll be right back. Jack Covert, Cowtown's coming up on the 2nd and 3rd. And 2nd, 3rd, and 4th or something like that. It's that weekend. I'll be right back. All right, what's up, Smouse House? Good to see you. All right. Let me see here. Gold to silver ratio is about 66-1, give or take. I just did simple 4,300 divided by 65. All right. Let's see who the early bird winner here is in just a minute. I know some people probably are just barely getting notification that we're live. But we have some great stuff lined up for the night. And I appreciate everybody being here. It means a lot. MC Silver Wolf, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Mike McGrath, Doug Harding's here, Cassie Hall, Felon 47. That's an interesting one. Rubicon 60, John Camper, Savvy Stacker, Christopher Sherman, Bart Cubbins. All right, who's the winner in 3, 2, 1? Booyah. John Jacobs. Double J. I think he's been winning on a win streak lately. So John Jacobs gets the 1987 S PCGS slab Jefferson Nickel, Proof 69 Deep Cameo. All right. We're going to get into this auction. We have a lot of Barbers up for grabs tonight. We're going to be putting stuff. Battling neurological issues for 6 months. Whew. I know how that goes, brother. Being a survivor of Guillain-Barré, believe me, I know exactly what that's like. All right, let me put that down there. And we'll get item number uno on the night. And this is a Barber dime. Really nice, but we're going to put it under the scope because it's small. The invisible scope, courtesy of Invisible River Ranch right there. $18.99, ladies and gentlemen. There's the obverse, there's the reverse. There is a little scratch right there. But some of these are more for fillers. This one in its condition worth at least $15, give or take. And we will start the bid at a whopping $5. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, we got James Warner coming in with $7 and the George. James Warner coming in at 7. Looking for at least 8 to make it great. Do we hear 8? Going once. CM Silver coming in at 8. With the snow pitch. MC Silverwolf. Bro, I feel for you. Doug Harding coming in at 9 to make it fine. James Warner at 10. It's a long recovery, brother. I was on gabapentin for 3 years, and I finally was able to get off of it. Go buy up gold and silver coming in at 11. Now we're looking for 12. Going once. Going twice. The next reward program show. You know what, Crazy Stacker? I've been thinking about that lately, and I haven't been up on the sheets, but I do have all the information to update everybody's stuff. Going once. Probably after New Year's. Going twice. James Warner at 13, looking for 14. I'll work on it maybe sooner. We'll see if we can squeeze it in somewhere, but with the holidays, it's kind of hard. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to James Warner for 13. What's up, Emil? Jack Covert, Miss Covert says hi. My kids enjoyed meeting you. Nice, brother. Tell them hi as well. I really appreciate you. J-Dog with a $5 super chat comes in late saying, you better call somebody, brother. Thank you, J-Dog. I appreciate you, bro. And Crazy Stacker, thanks for saying something about the reward program, because I've been forgetting to talk about it and advertise it, you know, but it is still in effect. It is still something that we're doing. And also, we're going to have to revamp the level on shipping, because shipping prices keep going up. Guys, Invisible River Ranch with $1 super chat will probably just move it to the platinum level, which is literally the difference of a few dollars a month. You know, shipping is $4 something each time we send it priority. Can't really send it snail mail, you know. All right, this is a 1968 Washington quarter proof, 69 PCS slabbed and certified at a 69, so that's pretty darn cool. Retails about 18 bucks. We're gonna start it off at $1 to make you holla. What's up, Gary Lofgren? How you doing, brother? My woman and I got engaged on Monday. Sam Wilson, congratulations, brother. Doug Harding coming in, dropping the bomb on us. You dropped the bomb on me, Doug. Speaking of shipping, my last UPS order got on USPS Slow Boat. Apparently took 6 days from Norman to OKC. Should finally be here tomorrow. That's insane, man. I know how that goes. But like I was saying, I really do appreciate you guys understanding that each time you spend $20 in the nest, you're getting points towards a special giveaway night. And I talked about it around, I think, the end of October was the last time I talked about it. And so I just need to get some stuff together, and we will have a really cool one, because it's been a while. We've only had one last year. I think that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it about once every 6 months or so. So it might lag a little bit, you know, but we will be getting back to doing another rewards program. All right, last call, ladies and gentlemen. Harding at 15. What's up, Perry Custom Cards? All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Doug Harding at a deal for 15. What's up, Blue and Brown Boatsy? How you doing? Right on, Doug. All right. So make sure that if you've somebody that you know might have some points and you haven't seen them in here in a while, Invisible River Ranch, you can't have two invisible cams, dude. You got to have one or the other. All right, next item up, 1976 S, Proof 69, Deep Cameo, 40% silver. Second to the highest grade you can get. These gray sheet retail for about $45. Dealer price is around $35. I got a pretty good deal on it, but we're going to start the bid off at $1 and see what's happening. Well, Invisible River Ranch, you can't do that. What's up, Resin Dragon Studios? Guys, buy up gold and silver coming in at 20 with the George. Buy up coming in at 20. Coyote Whacker, what's going on, brother? Going once. Buy up. If he gets this for 20 bucks, he gets a steal. This is one of the reasons some people don't like doing buck and goes. Going twice. Buy up gold and silver. Last call. For Mr. Alcohol. James Warner coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, Cool Things just gifted 5 Copper Falcon memberships. Holy smokes. Mr. Edwards coming in at 25 and staying alive. Going once. Thank you for that. Much appreciated, cool things. Going twice. Mr. Edwards in the lead at 25. Invisible River Ranch with $1 super chat. James Warner coming in with another George at 27. Going once. Coyote Whacker, it's been a while, man. Good to see you, bro. That should be going once, not twice. Going once to James Warner at 27, looking for 28. Going twice. Christopher Sherman. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Warner at 20. Mr. Edwards at 28. Going once, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Edwards in the lead at 28. Looking for 29. Going 2 times. James Warner coming back in with another George on the night. Going once to James at 30. Looking for 31. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. James Warner in the lead at 30. Mr. Edwards battling back at 31. Says he's got 31. What's up, Silver Choop? One of my giveaways was delivered last week, but I have not seen it in the mailbox. My neighbor has cluster mailboxes not in front of each home, and there's a history of mixed up mail. Ugh. Guys, James Warner at 33, like Mr. Johnny T. Look out. Going once. Going twice. What's up, Mr. Fox? Last call. Edward says, take it, brother. James at 33. All in. Fair warning. Welcome Doug Harding as a Silver Hawk. This bad coin is sold to Mr. James Warner for 33. Congratulations, brother. All right, so James Warner. Next lot up is a 1904 Barber. This one is a beauty. We're going to put it under the scope. Right there, that is a gorgeous coin, my friends. Got really lucky to get my hands on some nicer Barbers and seated stuff lately. And this one has a tiny bit of a rotation, not much, really tiny. And we're going to start the bid on this one at 25. And it does have full liberty right there. That tiny little piece on the bottom of the B, when I put it there, you can see the shadow. But the lights on this sometimes hide stuff. But that is a very nice coin. Ricky the Scotty coming in at 25, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Scotty in the lead. Dewey here, 26 in the mix. Going once to Ricky, lone bidder so far. You know how we do it. We do not slow roll in the nest. Going twice if he gets it for that price. Gary S. coming in with the George. Ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Gary S. in the lead at 30. What's up, Perry Custom Cards? Having worked around 55-ton metal punch press, it takes a lot to make a die jump. That's for sure. Going twice. Gary S. in the lead at 30. Looking for 31. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Emo the Fish Keeper coming in at 32 with the pew 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 pew. Going once to Emo. Blue and brown trying to get in there. Gary S. in the lead at 33. Looking for 34. Do we hear 34? Going once. Gary S. in the lead at 33. Blue and brown trying to get in there, but Gary was quicker on the draw. Guys, Emo coming in at 34. Looking for 35 to stay alive. Emo in the lead. Going once. Looking for $35 to make us holla. Going twice. Guys, Gary S. in the nest coming in with the Snope. Going once. Going twice. Gary S. in the lead. Looking for 36. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Gary S. Emo coming in at 37 with another George. George. Going once, my friends. Looking for 38. Gary S. says, I got 38. Lone Star Fox in the nest. They changed his name. It took me a second to remember. Going twice. I mean, of course I know who you are, but there's a lot of people. Doug Wagner says, we got a battle. Emo coming back at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Gary S. at 41, going once. Gary S. in the lead at 41, looking for 42. Emo's just on fire, guys. Going once to Emo. Gary S. at 43. Going once. Going twice. Keep your head down so you don't get snoped, says James Warner. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Guys, Emo at 44. Holy cow. Going once. Gary S. at 45. Going once. Going twice. 3 times for Larry. Emo in the lead again. Going once. Gary S. is out. Going twice. Last call. Emo in the lead at 46. Looking for 47. Do we hear it? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Emo, the Fish Keeper, for 46. What a battle, ladies and gentlemen. Emo and Gary S. going to town in the nest. All right, so Emo, the Fish Keeper. Thank you, Emo. Thank you, Gary S. I appreciate you, gentlemen. We'll be able to afford the good brand of dog. Ty McFadden, I feed my dogs on a raw diet these days. A raw diet, and they're doing freaking amazing. I am absolutely astounded. Next item coming up is an 1856 small date seated Liberty dime. Very nice coin. And again, when I get a deal on stuff, I give you guys a deal. This one is a beauty. A raw diet for dogs is literally a raw diet, just like they would eat if they were in the wild. So they get raw chicken. And they get raw vegetables, and only a few vegetables do you have to kind of blanch or cook a little bit to make sure that they're good for them. And guys, I'm telling you, my dog Peppa had a hard bump on her paw, and that thing is now, I've said it before, it's actually gone. So it's pretty crazy. All right, this coin's probably worth about, I think, what did I say on the sheet? 40, 50 bucks, 45 bucks. We're going to take a chance and see what happens. Started out at $1 to make you holler. But if you think about it, dogs, especially coyotes and all that, when they're in the wild, they don't eat anything that's cooked. Our Lone Star Fox coming in with the George at 22, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky the Scotty with the snow at 28. Buy up trying to get in there at 25, but Ricky in the lead. Perry in there as well, but buy up in the lead at 28. Looking for 29 to make it fine. Do we hear 29 going one time? You know, they get blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, different stuff, you know. Going twice. Lone Star coming in at 30. Oh, cool. Well, it's good to have Ricky here. Roy Boy staying alive coming in at 35 with another George. Going once. Very cool. Going twice. Roy Boy in the lead at 35. Looking for 36. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. Perry is out. Roy Boy in the lead at 35. Sergeant Stacker dropping the bomb on us. Coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Stacker, the man, the myth, the legend. Ricky the Scotty at 42. Roy Boy at 43, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 44. Sergeant Stacker coming back at 45 and staying alive. Looking for 46, going once. Sergeant Stacker in the lead at 45. Do we hear 46 going twice? Sergeant Stacker, Washington State Jag fans, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at 48, looking for 49, going one time. Washington State Jags in the lead at 48, ladies and gentlemen, looking for 49, going twice. Washington State Jags, Sergeant Stacker coming back at 50. Washington State at 53, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. Looking for 54, going once. Today's Real Info 570. How you doing? Going twice. In some areas, it's almost impossible to get seated Liberty Dimes that are in decent shape, guys. Eric A says, that's what I'm talking about. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen, Washington State Jag fans in the lead at 53. Do we hear 54? Invisible River Ranch coming in with $1. Silver Chupacabra can't drive. 55. But Washington says, I got 58. Going once. Going twice. Washington State Jag fans in the lead. Just watch a short video about lion rescue in Africa where they're throwing 1/3 of a hog piece to each lion and they were catching it before it hit the ground. Holy cow. All right, guys, Washington State Jag fans. Silver Chupacabra says that's true. I can't get him. Silver Chupacabra coming in at 60. Going once, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 61 just for fun. Going twice. Holy cow, 62 to Washington State. Going once. Washington State in the lead at 62. Looking for 63. Going twice. Robert Pintoff trying to get in there. Washington State just a tiny bit quicker. Last call from Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, 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 ho. Guys, Robert Pintoff coming in at 65 and dropping the bomb on us. Washington State coming back at 66, my friends. Going once. Silver Troop is out. Going twice. This battle's going. Let's go. Bought a 5-ounce recently, so I have some of that 60-ounce silver in the stack. There you go. Last call from Mr. Alki Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Washington State at 66, looking for 67. All in. Robert Pintoff coming back with the snopage at 67. Washington State at 68. This battle keeps going on. Where's it gonna go? Looking for 69. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Washington State. Robert Pintoff dropping another George on us at 70, my friends. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Pintoff in the lead at 70. Where's it gonna go? He says, I give. Congratulations. All in. Fair warning. This bad seated is sold to Mr. Robert Pintoff for $70. What a battle. Thank you both, Washington State Jags and Robert Pintoff. Heck of a battle. Picked up a bit of junk silver from a coworker. Ended up getting it at 32 times face below melt. Hey, you know what? At least they were happy, right? Right now, our shop isn't really paying up on junk silver because we're sitting on a huge amount. If you guys watched the recent video that we did about gold and silver, we don't sell our junk silver off. We sell scrap gold and scrap silver, but we don't sell the junk silver. So we got a pretty big supply going on. They picked it out of circulation over the last few years. There you go. That's a heck of a makeout. All right. Next item up, we have another seated Liberty dime. This one's a few years older. 1850, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful little dime. At least $50 retail. But we're going to do like we did on the last one. We will start the bid again at $1. I'll turn this bad girl over so you can see the reverse. Nice little dime. Guys, Lone Star coming in at 22. So the shop is only at 30 right now, Mustang. They'll probably go up once we are able to sell some of the sterling and stuff off. All right, guys, Silver Chupacabra coming in at 40 with the bomb. Robert Pintoff trying to get in there, but Silver Chup. I wanna choop, baby, choop, doop, doop. Guys, cool things with a $50 super chat. It's been a great year. Merry Christmas, Raven. My favorite cool thing from you was the sand dollar from Palau. Thank you, brother. Holy cow, $50. Robert Pintoff coming in at 41, trying to get it done. Silver Chupacabra coming in at 45 and staying alive. Looking for 46 in the mix, my friends. Guys, Gary S. coming in at 50. Making it nifty. Looking for 51. We're selling at melt, Mustang Dave. Right now, we're selling at melt. Going once. At the coin shop, that is. Going twice. Gary S. in the nest at 50. Looking for 51. Robert Pintoff coming in at 51. Looking for 52. Silver Chup at 52. What you gonna do? Looking for 53. Going once. Going twice. Silver Chup in the lead at 52. Looking for 53. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Silver Chupacabra. Robert Pintoff can't drive. 55. Going once. Robert Pintoff in the lead at 55. Again, thank you, Cool Things. That is awesome of you, brother. Going twice. I know it's Christmas time, and some people's budgets are pretty tight around this time, so that is just too cool. Merry Christmas to you as well. Last call. Robert Pintoff in the lead at 55. looking for 56. Guys, Silver Chupacabra coming back at 57. I'll give you a Suzuki after this battle. Going once. Going twice. Steve Hendricks, have a great day, brother. Much appreciated having you here. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Silver Chupacabra at 57. Looking for 58. Raven has nice coins. Thank you, Emo. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Silver Chupacabra for 57, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle. The Chup got something. All right, so Silver Chupacabra. Don't forget we have giveaways tonight. And please understand, everybody, we talked about it earlier if you weren't here, that you are getting points towards the reward program. We'll do something at the beginning of the year. I know it's been a while, but we have the sheets and we can get all the points put together and then do another cool giveaway night. All right, here we go. 1944 uncirculated Liberty, Walking Liberty $50. You can see all the detail right there. Matter of fact, I'll even put it on the scope again because this thing is really nice. If you look here, you can see all the breast feathers are nice. Even down on this shin. Now this shin, you wish there was a little bit more to be a higher grade uncirculated, but this is still uncirculated. Really cool coin. It's got a little color, but nothing wrong with that. All right, let me get a description here. And we'll start the bid off at 25 to stay alive. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Yep, has a couple bag marks, that's for sure. Guys, Lone Star coming in at 29. Forrest was in there, but Ty McFadden in the lead at 30, my friends. Ty McFadden in there. Forrest at 33. Lone Star and Rockzilla trying to get in there, but Forrest Actual in the lead at 33. Looking for 34. Do we hear 34 going once? Forrest in the lead at 33. By the way, my daughter's Christmas present this year is going to be the 1912 Quarter Eagle Gold Indian that I won on your auction a while back. Davis Wall, that's awesome, brother. Going twice. That is too cool. All right, guys. Forrest in the lead at 33. Going to get a heck of a deal. Guys, Jack Covert coming in at 35. Got in there just before Scorpio and Emo. Jack in the lead with the Snopage. Oh, I forgot to give you your Suzuki. Scorpio at 36. Looking for 37. Going once. Scorpio in the lead at 36. Going twice. Jack Covert coming in at 37. Going once, my friends. We got a battle starting. Emo at 38, making it great. Looking for 39 to make it fine. Going one time. Scorpio coming in at 39, my friends. Going once. Looking for 40. Guys, Jack Covert dropping the mini bomb. Coming in at 43. Like he's Johnny T. Going once. Jack Covert in the lead at 43. Looking for 44. Going twice. Jack in the lead. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Guys, Emo at 46, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Grayson Monks? Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Emo in the lead at 46. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Emo for 46. All right. Emo kicking butt. All right. If you guys got earplugs on or loudspeakers, I'm going to give you a live underwater Suzuki for you in 3, 2, 1. Oops, did it with the wrong hand. Suzuki. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Battling this little cold is not fun. So, but you know what? We also have this one. Oh, what? It's not playing it. Oh, no way. Oh, here we go. All right, there we go. Next item up, lot number 8. We'll do a giveaway after lot number 12. This one here is Austria. 1962, 25 shillings, 0.3344 ounces of silver. Nice BU silver coin there. Up for grabs. And we'll start the bid off below melt at $15. Ty McFadden had a Yamaha street bike that was super fast. Yeah, they're crazy fast. In silver, I think you're at $22 melt on this coin, roughly. For those of you that are trying to do the math real quick. Michael LeFew says, pew, 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 coming in at 20, ladies and gentlemen. Buy up gold and silver at 21. Brother Bill trying to get in there, but buy up in the lead. Looking for 22. What's up, Pep? Hi, girl. What are you doing? Are you feeling lonely? Are you coming in to try to headbutt me, huh? All right, guys. Guys, Michael LeFew coming in at 22. Bill Driscoll just after Mr. LeFew, looking for 23, going once. LeFew was quicker on the draw just by a little bit. Going twice, my friends. The Pepster, yeah. You know what? Oh, and here comes Stacker. Hi, Stack. You want come here. Come here. Come on. You can do it. Oh, there you go, buddy. Hi. Oh, hello, buddy. Yes, you're a good boy. Stacker's such a big dog. He's a big... Oh, thank you, Bubba. You're such a good boy. You are. Yes, number 8, Create Craft. All right, last call. LeFew at 22. Looking for 23. Guys, Gary, yes, in the nest in at 23 with the expert timing. Michael LeFew at 25. Going once. LeFew at 25 in the mix, looking for 26, going twice. Gary S. coming in at 27. Going once, looking for 28. Do we hear it? Going twice, my friends. Gary S. in the lead. Last call. Michael LeFew coming in at 28, going once. Going twice. So like I was saying earlier, guys, about the reward program, since the last one we had, everybody that was part of that and has bought something forward, you get 20, every $20 gets you points. So keep that in mind. We're going to have some cool stuff. We're going to have a really cool grand prize, the whole 9. But, you know, we're probably going to do them about once every mid-year to half a year, 7 months, somewhere in there. You know, because it takes a while to rack up points to do this the right way. But I like giving back, so keep that in mind when you are buying stuff here. You are racking up some points for a future giveaway. All right, guys, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Michael LeFew for 28. And I'm pretty sure we're the only ones that have that kind of program that you get to rack up points for an extra giveaway down the road. All right, lot number 9 up next. And this is a 1947 Panama Balboa, ladies and gentlemen. This one is a gorgeous example. That thing is AUBU all day long. And once I'm out of these, it'll probably be a while before I get them back because they don't come around that often. But this one is at 55 for the reserve bid. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Cool Things coming alive at 55 with the George. Cool Things in the lead at 55. First time I rode, it was doing 60 in second gear. Had to lock up both tires at the stop sign. Holy cow. Going once to Cool Things. Cool Things might get a killer deal here. Going twice. Cool Things, the only bidder so far. Melt on this is $50 bucks, give or take. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Guys, Doug Harding coming in at 56. What up, Adam Crawford? Buy Up Gold coming in at 57. Looking for 58. Going once. Buy Up Gold and Silver in the lead at 57. Gary S. trying to get in there, but Buy Up just a little bit quicker. Cool Things coming in at 58. Looking for 59. Going one time. Cool Things in the lead at 58. Going twice. Cool Things in the lead at 58. 3 times for Larry. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Cool Things for 58. Killer deal, Cool Things. Right on. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. I do appreciate it. And thank you to Sergeant Stacker for taking over the sheet tonight, helping out Create Craft. That's really nice of you. Okay, next item up, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 1914 Barber quarter. 1914's got a little dark spot in front of her nose. But otherwise, it's a very nice looking coin. Kugwa just subscribed. Welcome to the nest, Kugwa. Or Kugwo. One of the two. We'll put it under the scope here real quick. The invisible. All right, there we go. That is the obverse. And the reverse, there is a little scratch right there in the wing of the reverse. Let me get the description here. And we'll start the bid off on this one at 30 bucks. I think we got it on the sheet at 55 because it is a nice Nice coin. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. There's a ton of detail on there. That's for sure. All right, guys. Emo coming in at 30 with the George. Going once to Emo. Going twice. We're not going to slow roll it. Dewey Day coming in with the pew pew at 32. Going once again. Going twice to Dewey. Looking for 33. Ty McFadden, it's hard to get them in really nice. See, here's the thing. This isn't a coin that would be graded because it's not worth enough in the grade that it is. But that little bitty scratch on there, you know, it's hard to get nice Barbers. Last call for Emo. Emo at 33. And if Emo actually gets this at 33, he'll have paid quite a bit less than I did for the coin. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Emo, the fish keeper, for 33. Congratulations to Emo. Doug tried to get in there, but Emo got it. You're welcome, Emo. Yeah, Emo's doing good. Okay, we got 2 more to do, and then we'll do a giveaway. If you guys can remember to hit that like button for the channel, that would help out quite a bit. We're going to put this under the scope. This is a 1928S. Oh, no. You know what, guys? I didn't catch that before. Let me look and see if that is a die crack and not a scratch that I just didn't see. My eyes sometimes deceive me, and I don't always look at everything under a loop. You know what? That's a pretty drastic scratch. I mean, that's big. And my without glasses, you know, when I picked this up, I didn't see it. And it's unfortunate because look at how nice the date and the San Francisco and everything is. What a bummer, because the reverse isn't too bad. But hey, you know what? It's a scratch. It's more drastic than what was on the Barber. So I'll tell you guys what. We'll put it on the end of stream giveaway. We'll just give it away at the end of stream, guys. My bad on that one. I knew the Barber had the little scratch in the wing, but for me, that's too big of a scratch to sell it that way. But still worth a little money. It's still an SLQ. All right. Up next, 1887 PCGS slabbed and certified MS63 Morgan silver dollar. It's got some beautiful toning starting on it. Right here, it's going to, over the years, it'll grow out that way. Probably get a little more rainbow to it. But that is our next item up for grabs. And the reserve on this is at 70. A gray sheets retail for 100. So good luck, my friends. Good luck. What's up, Joverly? Joverly. Eric A coming in at 75. Dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen. J-Dog trying to get in there, but Eric A at 75 and staying alive. Going once. J-Dog at 76. Justin Cummings. Good to see you, brother. J-Dog in the lead at 76. Justin trying to get in there, but J-Dog just a little quicker on the draw. Going once. And you know what's crazy, guys? On that SLQ, I actually bought that at the Grapevine show. Guys, Justin Cummings coming in at 78. Looking for 79. J-Dog at 80. And a George. Oops. The Alien George. Justin Cummings coming in at 81. Trying to get her done. Looking for 82. Going once. Justin Cummings in the lead. Going twice. Justin in the lead. Guys, J-Dog coming in at 82 like Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? Going once. Guys, Justin Cummings coming back with another Alien George for 85. Going once. The dog's on it, says Cool Things. Going twice. Justin in the lead at 85. Looking for 86. J-Dog is out. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Justin in the lead at 85. What's up, Corvair Vert? All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Justin Cummings for 85. Thank you, Justin. All right, guys. It is time to do the Midstream giveaway. Give me just a sec here. You know what I'm going to do for the Midstream is I'm contemplating adding something to it. Guys, Paula Kime, welcome to the nest. Just subscribed. So we're already doing a 1966 special mint set for the Midstream. But I bought some SLQs the other day. And we're going to throw this one in as well. Now this one I got a good deal from. I bought some SLQs and stuff from Mr. Overlate. I didn't buy the one with the scratch from him. That was from somebody else. Which, you know, things happen. Alright, give me a second to put this in a holder. Where's my stapler? But check this out. I'm going to add this to the Midstream because you just never know what's going to happen here at the nest. How about this? 1928 SLQ. Going along with the mint set. Let me turn on the Nightbot. And turn off the scopage. And I will return in a couple minutes, guys. Get your name in there, talk in chat. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. shelf, so be really careful. Alrighty. Whew. All in, fair warning, winner, winner, chicken dinner in 3, 2, 1, booyah. Jura Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Jura Jones. Ooh, congratulations, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales and we stare at the beautiful women. All right. That is our winner, ladies and gentlemen, for the Midstream giveaway. Brought to you by RavenHawk Coins here on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. We sure do appreciate it. All right. Next item up. Lot number 13. James Werner, you're leaving? I know, huh? Christopher Sherman, a Counting Crows song when I'm a Raven. All right, Binion Collection, 1922 MS65 NGC slabbed and certificadoed. Ladies and gentlemen, these things go for ridiculous money online. I'm talking like, I saw prices of $230 plus. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. It is a premium because of the label on there, but you know, I think that's insane. Matter of fact, the reserve on this was wrong. The reserve is at 125. So good luck, my friends. I don't know why on the sheet it said 135, but the reserve is at 125. That is a very good price on an MS65 with the special label. Yeah, Christopher Sherman, you don't see a lot of 65 grades. You know, that is faux show. All right, well, we're looking. Going once. I don't see anybody jumping on the MS65. Cool Things coming in at 125 and staying alive. Going once, my friends. Cool Things in the lead. Looking for 130. They do ask a lot for that Binion name on there, Eric A. Going twice. Guys, Scorpio coming in with the Snopage at 130 and the George. What's up, Richard Sappington? Going once to Scorpio. Looking for 135. Going twice. Scorpio in the lead at 130. Looking for 135. Last call for Mr. Hockey Hall. McFadden, it is pretty cool. Guys, Emo coming in at 135. Looking for 140. Going once to Emo. Emo in the lead with the snow. Guys, Scorpio coming back on the attack at 140. Going once. Going twice. Emo at 145. Going once, looking for 150. Do we hear 150? Going twice. Emo in the lead. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Emo, the fish keeper, in the lead at 145. Looking for 150. Scorpio coming back on the attack at 150. Going once. You know what's crazy, though? Sometimes when I look at coins like this got a 65. It's a nice, well-struck coin. And sometimes you see other coins that you're like, well, how did it get a lower grade? It's all subjective. Going twice. Cool Things is out. Robert Pintoff staying alive at 155. Going once. Looking for 160, ladies and gentlemen. Going twice. Robert Pintoff in the lead. Scorpio back on the attack with the George. Going once. Going twice. 3 times for the Nestes. How does Scorpio's name? I can never get it to light up. Guys, see Emo at 165. Not backing down. Looking for 170. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Emo in the lead at 165. Do we hear 170? Looking for 170, all in. Fair warning. Yeah, it is a fancy S, that's for sure. It's interesting. Warning. Looks like this bad bag coin is going to be sold to Emo, the Fish Keeper, for 165. I wonder if any of my coins graded posthumously will get the Johnny T collection designation. Binion is a great pickup, says Robert. Heck yeah. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Emo. Thank you, Cool Things. All right. Lot number 14. That was a long battle for that one. Lot number 14 is a beauty and a half, my friends. You don't see a lot of MS67s, let alone full band Merc Dimes out there. This is a full band PCS slabbed and certified MS67. I do have a reserve on this coin at 120. What's up, Azita Silver? Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Guys, Sergeant Stacker coming in at 125 with the George. Looking for 130. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Gary S. in the nest coming in at 130. Looking for 135. Sergeant answering right back. Back-to-back Snopes going once. Gary S. at 140, ladies and gentlemen. Gary S. in the nest at 140, looking for 145, going once. Guys, Sergeant Stacker dropping the bomb on us at 150. Now we're looking for 155, going once. Sergeant Stacker in the lead at 150, looking for 155, going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Sergeant Stacker in the lead at 150. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad bag coin is sold to Sergeant Stacker for 150. What a battle, guys. Gary and Sarge going back and forth. All right, guys. Congratulations to Sarge. Sorry if my energy is a little lower than normal. I literally started feeling a cold coming on this morning, and it's starting to kind of work its toll on me. All right, here we go. 1914 S Barber XF/AU. This one's dark. We're going to put it under the scope. And you know what? It's there, but it's so dark. And this is something, again, I see something on there that I don't like. Oh, man. I don't get how... because it's so dark the way it is, and this one I know I looked at with a loop, but loops don't magnify the way scopes do. You know, so it's kind of weird because I look at it under a loop and it looks really nice. I put it under the scope and it's like, it's not as great as I thought it was. So on the face, no, that's not corrosion on the face. With a 5x, you really can't see the kind of things you see on a scope. That's one thing that works against you with these high def ultra magnified scopes, is because they're doing it way more intense magnification than what you would see if you sent it in. But you know what? I'm going to take this one off and we'll do something with it. Go on. Maybe it'll go into the loyalty program. But, you know, I'm using the same loop that they use for grading, and you can't see that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I don't want anybody not being happy with something that they get. So I'm going to take this one off the auction block. And we'll move on to the next coin. That's 2 coins tonight. That kind of bums me out. I can't afford to give that one away right now. You know. Okay, if you guys still want to bid on it, I'll put it out there. I'll tell you what. I'll put it out there and I'll start it at $1. And wherever it ends, it ends. I see a couple people said they want it, so we'll start off at $1. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Emo coming in at 20. Looking for 21 to get her done. CM Silver dropping the bomb on us at 40, ladies and gentlemen. CM coming in at 40, looking for 41, going once. CM Silver in the lead at 40, looking for 41, going twice. Last call. Guys, Emo at 45 and staying alive, going once. Emo in the lead. Yeah, it is good to see Teacher hanging out. Guys, 48 to CM Silver, ladies and gentlemen, going once. Going twice. What's up, Dwayne? Emo at 50, ladies and gentlemen, going once. Going twice. What's up, J-Mask? Good to see you, brother. Guys, CM at 53. Going once. Going twice. Emo at 55 because he can't drive. 55. Going once. Emo at 55. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Emo at 55. Looking for 56. All in. Fair warning. This bad bag coin is sold to Emo, the Fish Keeper, for 55. Thank you, Emo. Thank you, teacher. I appreciate you guys. Yes, Gary Lofgren, I put out a video. There is a link on the short video in the description. And if you use my link, it helps out the channel. That was Emo, the Fish Keeper. Oh, man. Emo said he was looking for them barbers. Joe, you taking off already, brother? Gary, I appreciate that, man. I really do. All right, next Panama 1947 Balboa coming in. Again, starting bid on this will be 55. Joe, I know, man. I'm sorry, brother. I wish I could help you. All right. Get some rest, my friend. 1947 Panama. I'm still waiting to hear from you. Oops. Oh, that just dropped the price. Doug Harding staying alive, coming in at 55. Looking for 56 in the mix. Going once. Doug Harding in the lead at 55. Going twice. Doug in the lead. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Mr. Doug Harding for 55. What a deal, Doug. Congratulations, man. I know you like those for sure. All right, so Doug Harding. Thank you, brother. Whew, having a hard time breathing. Panama. Oh. My voice is all messed up from this darn cold. All right, here we go. 1903 Barber dime going under the invisible scope. The one and only invisible scope. 1903, you see nice full Liberty there. This coin is definitely XF. Couple little bag marks on the face, but nothing too major. The reverse is absolutely gorgeous. And like the other dimes tonight, we started some off at $1. We started some off a little more. This one will start at $1 and see what happens. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. I'm fighting it. Guys, Dewey Day coming in at 10, ladies and gentlemen. With the George. Dewey Day, lone bidder so far. Going once. Sergeant Stacker coming in with the bomb at 25. Going once, my friends. Sergeant Stacker in the lead at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix. Going twice. Guys, Emo coming back at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Emo in the lead. Going once. I'm sure Sergeant Stacker's been on top of it for the evening. Going twice. Guys, Sergeant Stacker staying alive at 35. Going once. Going twice. I'm definitely going to bed early, Johnny T. Guys, Emo coming back. Holy cow. Emo's on fire. Going once. Gary S. at 42. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Gary S. at 42. All in. Fair warning. Warning. Emo coming back at 45, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Gary S. in the nest at 46. Going once. Looking for 47. Going twice. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. Gary and Emo battling it out. Who's going to win? You just never know. Out, he says. Emo, good luck. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad Barber is sold to Gary S. for 46. All right. What's up, Stacky? How you doing, buddy? You're back. You're back. You're back in the saddle again, huh? Good boy. You're a good boy. You are. You're so big, dude. His face literally is up over the tip. You want to come back up? Come here. Good boy, Mr. Handsome. Oh, yes, you're a good-looking dog. You are. Oh, there comes Peppa. Peppa just walked under Stacker. That's how short Peppa is, guys. Peppa is a shorty pit. All right. The tail is his, what do you call it? Great Pyrenees. That's from his Great Pyrenees blood. Next one up, ladies and gentlemen, 1912 Denver. Nice coin here. Full Liberty and everything on it. It is a XF Barber all the way. Nice reverse. And on this one, we're going to start it off at 25. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Yeah, she's got the little stubby legs. She's a shorty pit for sure. Good little dog, though. Matter of fact, the vet that we go to was really happy to see her. Emo coming in at 25 along with Sarge and Gary S. Emo in the lead, quickest on the draw, y'all. Looking for at least 26. Sergeant coming in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Stacker in the lead with the George. Going once. Sergeant Stacker in the lead at 30, looking for at least 31 to get her done. Going twice. She definitely does have an attitude, Mustang Dave. Gary S. in the nest at 35. Coming in with the bomb. Sorry about that, Gary. I hit the wrong button. Going once to Gary S., ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 36 in the mix. Going twice. Last call. Well, here's the thing, Angie Crowell. So Dave had met Peppa before, and she was really sweet to him. And then the next time, the kids were in the car, and Peppa had a completely different change of mind. All right. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Gary S. for 35. Uh-oh, did Emo get in there? Let me double check. Ah, guys, Gary S. got the deal because Emo was in there, but the hammer had dropped. Angie, that's funny. So if you guys have, dogs, I found that the Chef's Supply Store, I'm able to get chicken for about 65 cents a pound, which is unbelievable because their dog food was like $1 something a pound. Next one up, ladies and gentlemen, from Mexico, 1957, 5 pesos. It's got 0.4179, so just under a half ounce of silver in there. It is an AUBU. It's got a little color, a little patina to it. In silver, you're probably looking at about 30 plus bucks in melt. No, I don't know. I think these are a 1-year coin if I remember. But we'll start the bid off on this at 30 bucks. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Yeah, Angie Crowell, chicken and rice is good for them. We don't cook our chicken, though, because they eat everything. Yep, Johnny T, they eat the chicken raw. As long as you feed it to them and it's not sitting out and you know, being exposed to stuff, they do just fine. Crawl Daddy Stacks coming in at 30, ladies and gentlemen, going once. Matter of fact, Peppa had this knot, like a bump on her paw, and that thing is gone. And here's the thing, we throw them chicken quarters, so it's a thigh and a drumstick. You throw it out there, they eat it. Once you cook chicken bones, that's when they become brittle. And that's when they can have problems with them. But raw chicken bones are real soft. Going once to buy up gold and silver. Going twice, yep. Darren Wilkinson fed his dog raw. Or, wow, a wolf? That's gnarly. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Sorry, guys, I keep trying to breathe. Andrew Crowell, good to see you, my friend. Guys, Sergeant Stacker coming in at 35, going once. Sergeant in the lead at 35, looking for 36, going twice. Sarge in the lead. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Sergeant Stacker for 35. Thank you, Sarge. Good to see you, Angie. But yeah, so my friend's daughter is a veterinarian, and she's the one that talked us into putting our dogs on the raw diet. And it took me a long time to be convinced. You know, I had some friends that were like, oh, our dogs love it. And I'm just like, I don't know about that, right? And well, finally my friend's daughter moved out here, and she's a vet. Matter of fact, she was on the Animal Planet, or whatever that channel is. She used to have a show. And so she started telling me about, you know, the diet. And when we talked, she goes, you know, animals don't eat cooked stuff in the wild. They don't get all those fillers and everything. All right, here we go. Beautiful 1909 Barber quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Full Liberty. 1909. There's the little B on the neck even. The reverse, really nice. No scratches. This is a very, very cool coin. And so when we talked about it a little more, it made sense. This one I have a reserve on at 60 bucks. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. All right. Put this over here. It is a nice Barber, that's for sure. It's one of those ones you don't see them that nice, you know, like very rare. Barber dimes, quarters, and half dollars really weren't popular coins. Guys, Sergeant Stacker coming in at 60. Emo trying to get in there, but Sarge just a little bit quicker on the draw. Going once, my friends. Sergeant, he says, mean wow, not wipe. Yeah, most of the times they're slick as heck. Going twice. Emo coming in at 62. What you gonna do? Going once. Looking for 63, like we're Johnny T. Going twice. Wayne Lynn stepping in, coming in at 65, going once, my friends. Wayne Lynn in the lead. Gary S. in the nest at 66, looking for 67. Going once to Gary, ladies and gentlemen, looking for 67. Going twice. Gary S. Crawdaddy says, I haven't been able to keep up tonight. I'm on twins duty. Hey, brother, you're a dad. I understand. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. You know what, guys? I'm thinking, guys, Emo coming in at 68. Holy smokes. Going once. Going twice. Gary S. at 69. Looking for 70. Going once to 70 at Emo. Emo in the lead at 70. Looking for 71. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. What's up, Jeremy Lafolle? How you doing? Or is it Lafoyer? Yep, YouTube always blocking that number. Emo at 70, looking for 71. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Emo, the fish keeper, for 70, ladies and gentlemen. Emo, the fish keeper. You know what? What we might do is have the whatchamacallit, the loyalty giveaway happen before the end of the year. Maybe we'll do it on a Saturday or something. I'll try to see if I can make that happen, guys. I'm trying to see if I got the time, and if we can, I'll put up a thing. You know. All right, here we go. Lot number 21. But if worse comes to worse, it'll be after the New Year's. Probably mid-January at the latest. $2024 Morgan Silver Dollar, San Francisco minted in the OGP. And you know what, guys? I thought these were full ounce coins. They're not. They're 0.89. It's weird. They made a 3/9 fine coin finally, but then they dropped it to 0.89. And I have a reserve on it at 65. Their gray sheets at 90 something. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Yeah, but here's the thing. If they were going to do that invisible, they should have made it a 90%, you know? All right, guys. Roy Boy coming in at 65 and staying alive. Going once. Yep. Going twice. Like Joe Overly said, everybody, more than one person thought they were a full ounce. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Roy Boy about to get a heck of a deal. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Roy Boy for 65. You know, supposedly the new guy coming into the mint is supposed to be this great help to coins. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it, because I still have my $400+ on hostage. I went to finally, it'd been 7 years since I bought, like 5 or 6 or so years, maybe, since I had bought from the mint. And I go and I buy something, and they tell me it's on back order. You know, I just... First, they screwed me over on a gold coin that I'm still really, really, really mad about. I get talked into going back, and then they hold my money hostage and say that the Batman coin's on back order. You know, unbelievable. Here we go. 2023 proof San Francisco peace dollar in the original packaging as well. I don't understand how they're able to hold my money this long, because I ordered it back in like August. Meek Rat finally mailed out my back order ASE yesterday. Huh. Well, maybe I will get it, but I don't know. Those ones are supposed to be a limited mint. Reserve bid on the 2023 peace dollar is also 65, guys. Good luck. Good luck. Guys, Roy Boy coming in at 65 with the George. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah. Going once. Roy Boy in the lead. Going twice. Last call. Yeah, it's been months, Angie Crowell. Months. My Marine privies on back order. Most folks that I know seem to have gotten them already. Yes, Christopher Sherman, hopefully you get yours. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Roy Boy for 65. Trouble with the mint. For some reason, they sending me emails that the charge card attached to my subscription is out of funds. Thank you, Roy Boy. Okay, I just have 2 more items left on the night, my friends. We have this really cool... This has 1.3 ounces of silver from 1977. It's a proof, 25 crowns, Turks and Caicos Islands, or I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this thing is pretty neat. And its little holder there has about $80 something in silver, so I have the reserve at 85, basically at melt, which I think that's more than fair. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. But yeah, it's 1.3012. Guys, Gary Lofgren coming in at 85 with the George. Going once. Going twice. If Gary's the only bidder, we're just going to go. Last call. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Gary Loft. Oh, wait. Wait, we got a bid from Gary S. at 88. Oh, going once. Battle of the Garys. Looking for 89. Going twice. Gary S. at 88. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Gary S. at 88. Looking for 89. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Gary S. for 88. But guess what? In the Battle of Garys, Gary still got it. Thank you, Gary. And Gary. This is my brother Gary. My other brother Gary. All right. Last item on the night, ladies and gentlemen. is a big boy coin. This thing is a beautiful Carson City. Gary won. I knew he would, says Angie Crowell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one is an 1884 Carson City NGC slabbed and certified MS64 in the old school brown holder. These gray sheet retail at $460, and goddamn, I had another error on there. This was supposed to say reserve bid at $410, not $420. But an MS64 84cc Morgan at $410, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. CC Morgan is, of course, Slab Master J approved. Tempting, but I'm pretty sure I bought the last CC you offered, the GSA one. It lives in my collection. Sergeant Stacker coming in at $410, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Stacker in the lead at $410. Looking for $415. Going once. Sergeant in the lead at $410. Going twice. Sergeant in the lead. Here's the thing. I got a good deal, so I'm making sure you guys get a good deal. This still leaves $50 on there. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Gary Lofgren. Where's Emo? Emo's bought a lot. Hi, Bubba. All right, my friends. All in. Fair warning. Warning. Looks like this bad dollar makes you holler is sold to Sergeant Stacker for $410. Ladies and gentlemen, the lone bidder. All right. Very cool. Thank you to the mods. You guys rock. Create Craft, Sergeant Stacker, Teacher 1388, Johnny T, J-Dog, Brother Doug Wagner, Silver Chupacabra, Mustang Dave, CM Silver, Daryl USA, American Patriot. I'm sure I missed somebody. Invisible River Ranch. Can't forget him. Resin Dragon Studios. She was here earlier. I saw her. All right. Big shout out to everybody that bought something tonight. James Werner. Doug Harding. Emo the Fish Keeper. Robert Pentoff. Silver Chupacabra. Michael LaFuel. Cool Things. Justin Cummings. Sergeant Stacker. Gary S. and Roy Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, what an epic night. You guys are absolutely amazing. I do appreciate every single one of you. You guys make this possible, and you know, I'll see what I can do about, maybe we'll do the giveaway night on a different night than a Thursday when I'm got some time. But it'll happen within the next few weeks. Emo the Fish Keeper, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You rock too, brother J-Dog. All right, my friends. I don't mean to cut you short, but I am literally battling. This darn cold is kicking my booty. Oh, we got to do the Midstream giveaway. Hold on. Let me turn on the Nightbot. My goodness, guys. I almost didn't do the Midstream giveaway. That would have been mutiny. Let me turn that on. Holy cow. You have a good night too, teacher. Good seeing you, bud. Okay, but I'll be back. I don't know how I forgot the end of stream, but I will be back. Yeah, the cold fronts do mess you up. We've been running a humidifier. Merry Christmas and enjoy the holidays, everybody. Matter of fact, yes, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and New Year's to everybody in the nest. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I really, really, really will miss you the next couple weeks. If I can squeeze in the loyalty program, I will. If not, very worst, it'll happen in January. We'll make it happen because there's quite a few people that have points on there. But it just takes a while to add all the points up. So I gotta squeeze it in, but we will make it happen. All right, guys. We'll give it another minute. I'll be right back. I know it takes a while to get people's names in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, this cold is starting to really kick my butt. I was doing okay. And just throughout the stream, like less energy, I got a headache, hard to breathe. Oh, soup in the works. I see you, dude. I see you, buddy. Oh my goodness. You're so big. I love you, dude. I love you, boy. Alright, go play. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who will it be to win the goodies? In 3, 2, 1, booyah. Bombay Sapphire, ladies and gentlemen. Bombay wins a 28S seated Liberty, a standing Liberty quarter, holy cow, and an 1882 Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. Bombay Sapphire with the win. Crafty Dragons, 39 months as a Copper Falcon. Merry Christmas to the nest. Thank you, Crafty. All right. Is Bombay still in here? I'm just one person, but I won't be able to participate in the loyalty night in December. Gary S., you know what? It's probably easier for me to do it in January as it is. I'm wanting to try to do it earlier, but it's when I'm looking at my schedule, I don't have a lot of time until then. So yeah, more than likely it'll be in the beginning of January sometime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me close out the night bot. You see with my hair? And Johnny T, yes, we will check the mailbox in a few days. And Johnny T has always got something going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, please be safe during the holidays. Make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. RavenHawk Coins! Hey, James Barron, Merry Christmas. Have a great day.